Hey everyone, Starboy. Um, I decided that this video isn't gonna be any cooking because I don't really trust myself around the stove or anything right now. Um, so instead, we're gonna talk about some of my. I have no idea what that was. Um, some of my like stimming stuff. If I could speak, that would work too. Um, so if you don't know what stimming is, it stands for self-stimulatory behavior, which it just like certain things that I do to make myself calmer, and they can sort of signify how I'm feeling, because it depends on what stims I'm doing. Would you not? Sorry, the birds are gonna be pretty loud because it's still a bit early. Um, so Eridani might pick this to be scream hour. If she does, I'll probably do a different video. Anyway, so stimming is self-stimulatory behavior. I can't say that word for some reason. And it's just how I like regulate my emotions sometimes, and it can help me calm down. Um, Basically, everything you saw that I'm doing with my hands is kind of a form of stimming. It just sort of depends on what it is. But there's also stim toys. Oh, now it's falling on the couch. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my like weirder ones. They're not really weird, but like ones that I actually like to use a lot. So I like feathers, which kind of helps when you have a bird. This is one of Eridani's, so my little yellow cockatiel. I like just sort of like running my fingers along because it's relaxing and soft. And then this is an owl feather from when I went to Ireland, I think either last year or 2 years. I think it was last year. And it's super soft, and I'm technically not supposed to have it. Like they said, um, they said that you're technically not supposed to take this out of the country, but he let me have it. The guy at the bird show let me have it because he saw how much I liked the owls. And it's actually really cool because well, you're not going to be able, I don't think you can see it on camera, but owls are so quiet because if you look along this edge here, it sort of looks furry and fuzzy, and it's all over the feather like that, so it's super soft, and it makes them fly super silently. Um, and it's like, it's really cool to actually like learn about that stuff. Um, and owls are like one of my favorite birds too, especially barn owls. So then I also have this thing, which I think is called an infinity cube, and you can see how much I've used it because it's galaxy, but there's like little areas where the print is coming off. And I have no idea where to get all of these because, oh, sorry, I'm not in frame. I don't know where to get some of these because I got them for Christmas because I can't order stuff for myself. But I do know there's a good website called Stimtastic, and they've got like all sorts of stuff, and there's like toys, and there's jewelry, and there's weighted stuffed animals. Like, oh, this is my weighted blanket, which helps sort of ground me and keep me in the moment, which is why I'm not cooking today because that's sort of going in and out. There might be a bit of jump cuts in here if I start spacing out. But Yeah, Stimtastic has a lot of cool things, and there's like this silicone brush that's like it's got like bristles, but you're not supposed to use it for like your hair or anything. It's just to like rub your hand on, and I love those things. And I really want one, but they're also like um it's sort of awkward to ask for that stuff. Yes, bird, I know. Sorry. Um, but it's sort of awkward to ask for that stuff for me, just because I already have enough anxiety as it is, and then you're scared that somebody's gonna judge you, and it's awkward, and oh boy. Um, I also have a fidget cube, and I know these things got like super popular for a while, um, and that some people are like, oh well, it's too popular to be even be useful now. I don't know why, cause like I liked the fidget spinners. They're fun to watch, especially if they're colorful, because you can watch them go from like rainbow to just completely white because light and color and stuff. Um, but this is actually one of my favorites. Like this one's nice because it's just like simple and repetitive, and I like that. But this one has like a bunch of different things. So it's got like this spinny bit here, and then it's got this which comes out where I can just move it around. It's got the gears that spin. I think this one's actually kind of a knockoff brand, which I feel bad for saying because this is again a Christmas present from last Christmas. But it's also got like the buttons, and the clicky ones are my favorite, but my mom hates the pen clicking noise, so I never use those. And then it's got the light switch, which is another one of my favorites. Um, I like almost all of them on here. This one's not really as fun, the top here, because like I'd rather pull it like out than do anything. It's like it's just not as satisfying for me. Um, but that's just like my opinion. I'm not really doing specific reviews. So what else? Um, then I have this putty stuff, which is like the crazy Aaron's thinking putty stuff. Um, and this I got for myself in Chicago, I think, when I went on a field trip for my orchestra. So this stuff is actually really cool. You can like stretch it and stuff, and it's a bit like slime, but it's not as like wet. It's just sort of like slightly sticky, which I'm okay with. Um, I did have slimes, but they ruined because they were cheap, and so am I. Um, oh, also another cool thing. Hold on, is that this comes with like a black light, and you can shine it on it, and then it does cool glowy things that you can't see on camera because it's bright out. Hold on. Yeah, it's like raining and stuff out, so I don't know. Yeah, you can't see. Hold on. Yeah, you can't really see it on camera, unfortunately. But it's actually really nice to play with and stuff when you're not like doing anything that involves my hands, and it's actually really nice. So I like this stuff. I've also got a purple one. Uh, it's kind of a mess on the front, but um, and then also I have like chewable stim toys. This is really helpful for like anxiety and stuff for me. Um, obviously you chew on them, duh. But I like this one better because it's actually softer than this black one. So I use this one more. And then there's like two different, like, I don't know, what would you call it? Like chewing hardnesses? I don't know. But these get washed pretty often because obviously they're in my mouth. So this one's more like a thicker side. So if I'm just like, if I need to like bite down on something, and then this is the thinner side. So I just move the string because I don't like fabric in my mouth. And then I can just chew on the thinner part. And this like helps with anxiety, and also I can just sort of like, if it's on, since it's a necklace, if it's around my neck, I can just sort of like fidget with it and mess with it. And a lot of this I do because of like anxiety, and I have sensory issues, which obviously is what my cooking channel, or not cooking channel, cooking series is like made because I can't deal with a lot of sensory input and stuff. Um, so another part that something that helps me with that is I have noise canceling headphones, which, yeah, they're greenish blue color, but um, they're also like they do really well. But you can still hear people through them. Like it's not gonna completely block out the sound to the point you can't hear anything. And they are Bluetooth, so I can listen to music through them if I want. But I don't always do that because I like earbuds better. Um, and also I put a black piece of paper because there's a light here and I kind of hate it. Um, but yeah, I don't really have any more stim toys, though there is some like slimes that I want from a website. I think it's called Kawaii Slimes. There's like a lemon cloud slime that I want, and it's like really pretty milk. Like it's a strawberry milk slime. Um, but that's most of my stim toys. There's not really anything too special about them. I just, you can definitely see my ridiculous obsession with space, because this one's called like Milky Way, and this is Stardust, and those are the two putties, and then obviously this is the pattern, and that's what the fidget cube pattern was too. Um, I mean, I'm literally wearing a NASA hoodie. Come on, of course I like space. Um, but yeah, there's not really any more stim toys, but there are other things I do to to stim. Like this is one of them where I just rub my thumb against this part of my hand. Um, and I do this, which is sort of like a hand flapping, um, which is, depending on how I'm doing it, um, you can actually sort of tell how I'm feeling in that moment. So if I'm flapping like really fast like this, and it's not like in sync or anything, I'm probably really happy. But if I'm doing this, I'm probably anxious and like don't want to be wherever I am. Um, I also just sort of like mess with my fingers a lot in general. Um, I have I have these though because I tend to chew on my fingers, and that's gross, and I don't want to have to wash my hands every time that I go to talk to someone in case they try to shake my hand, which I hate anyway. Um, but my dad is always like, "No, it's impolite to not shake their hand," and even though I don't want to, because no, I don't like touching other people's hands. I don't know why. I just don't. Um, it's sort of like the same thing with hugs. It's like it's an unexpected touch, and I'm not like sure what's gonna happen at first. So whenever like I'm told like, "Hey, go hug your cousins and stuff goodbye," and I'm like, "No, no, I'd rather just like wave and leave. Like we're not that close." Um, but yeah, there's not a ton of stuff to learn about this. Not what? I don't know. There's not a ton of stuff I have to teach anything about this. Plus, I'm not like obviously not really certified. I have an interest in psychology, but it's not like, would you shush? Play with your toy. You're always quieter when you play with the toy. But I have an interest in psychology, but obviously I don't have any sort of like actual knowledge. Well, I took one college class that got cut off by Corona. Um, but yeah, so I don't have a ton of stuff that that I can show you guys. But I have enough that it's like it's a it's a decent stash. I do kind of want a bit more because I'm selfish, but um, yeah, I've got a couple things for that stuff. Um, um, so that's pretty much all that there's to like talk about here. Um, I can do more of these sorts of videos if you guys enjoy them. And just sort of talk about some of the stuff that I do and like things I have. Um, but I think I'm gonna end the video here because I'm getting spacey again, which is again why I'm not cooking anything. Um, so sorry. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a comment or like or subscribe if you want. I always put that in the description, because it kind of annoys me when people put that in their video, but I figured it might be a good idea since I'm a smaller channel. Well, I say smaller, I've literally got, what, 8? Not even 8. Meant, like 6 subscribers or something. uh, but, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and had fun learning about some of my stuff, and this video's already getting a bit long anyway, so thanks for watching, and hope you guys will return for next week.